start, ma.
They can't say or they can't hear also.
They can hear, ma. They all seeing now, ma.
Okay. Sairam. Um, Deepak said we should talk about the Palki procession. The Palki has been going on for many, many years. That is, if you know the story of Jnaneshwar, um, from those times, there was a lot of discrimination because Jnaneshwar, Muktabai, Nivrithinath, they were brothers and the sister, were born after their father went for sannyas. So they were outcasted. People would not talk to them, they spat upon them. Although he is such a great saint, still people did this. So he wanted to bring all the castes and communities together. Otherwise, the Brahmins in those days were the high class, then the Kshatriyas, and so on and so forth. And the last were these people who were of lower castes, like what they call Sudras, or the people who come and clean the toilets in India or clean the roadsides and things like that. They were of a lower class, so they were not included in family. They could not go into a temple. So what he did, he started the Varkari Sampradaya. The Varkaris are people who walk from their home to Pandharpur during Ashadi, the month of Ashad. They walk and they reach there on Ekadasi of Ashadi. That is called Ashadi Ekadashi. That is in the month of June and July. So Palkis have been going on from a very long time. It is one of the traditions of Maharashtra. What does a Palki mean? In chapter 37, they have the Chowdi procession. The Chowdi procession is actually due to Radha Krishna Mai, whose efforts she wanted to make Baba like Vittal. So she started the Palki. In Shedi, the Palki only goes from the Dwarka Mai to the Chowdi. In Baba's time, it used to go every alternate day. That is, when Baba slept in the Chowdi, he was taken in procession. He just didn't walk to the Chowdi and sleep there. He was taken in procession and thus he went to the Chowdi. Now, how did the Palki procession happen in those days? First, the Palki went. No, sorry. I'll repeat that again. First, Shamkarna, the horse of Baba, that was all decked up with all the bridle and the silver trinkets and everything. He was decked up. He danced towards the Chowdi. Then after that came Baba's Palki. Baba never sat in his Palki, but there was a photograph of him in there. And then after the Palki, Baba walked to the Chowdi. Tatya was on his left side and Malsapati was on his right side. They would put white chadars for him to walk on the floor. They would put it on the floor so that he would not step on the earth, but he would walk like a Raja on top of this white chadars till he went to the Chowdi. There in the Chowdi, he would be seated on the lady's side where the Simhasan is. And then Aarti was performed. Now, this congregational Aarti or congregational worship of Baba started on 9th December 1909, or as it is given in the Charitra, the Chowdi procession started on this date, or the Palki started on this date. It's the same date for the Palki to come from the Dwarkamai to the Chowdi. And in procession, with a lot of musical instruments, bands and everything, Baba would walk to the Chowdi. Then after Aarti was done, Again, the Aarti or congregational worship started from the Chowdi. It started with Sage Aarti. Now, because the Sage Aarti is to put Baba to sleep, they have put him to sleep, so they have to wake him up. So, Kakad Aarti happened. Previously, there would be just one Aarti in which someone came at 12 o'clock, did Aarti, somebody came at 3 o'clock and did Aarti. So there was called one Madhyana Aarti. That is it. No other congregational worship happened. It was Radhakrishna Mai who started this congregational worship of Aartis. In a day, there are 4 prayer or murt, that is the auspicious times of the day. One is Brahma Murt, early in the morning, from 3 to 6 o'clock in the morning. That is called Brahma Murt, when all the gods and goddesses come down and have a bath in Mansarovar. So our Kakad Aarti is held between that time. Then Madhyan, that is exactly at 12 p.m., 12 in the noon. After that, Pitru start. That is, we do Shraddha for our ancestors. We feed our ancestors. So that is an inauspicious time. Then there is the Dhoop Aarti, in which Krishna brings the cows home. That is at sunset. So the evening Aarti time will change. In summer it will be later, in winter it will be earlier. And then there will be night Aarti where they put Baba to sleep. That is what happened in the Chowdi the first time. Now, you cannot have an even number for anything auspicious in the Hindu Dharma. So they started doing Shedimaje Pandarpur, that Aarti in which Baba is given breakfast. This happens after the Vishnu Sahasranam in the morning. The Kakad Aarti will happen, then Vishnu Sahasranam, that is bathing of Baba. Then after the Vishnu Sahasranam, they will usually start Stavan Manjari or put something on the record. At that time, they will do one Aarti. They will do the Aarti of Shedimaje Pandarpur. They will give Baba breakfast at that time. At 12 o'clock, they will give him lunch. And at evening Aarti, that is when the cows come home, he gets his night meal, that's his dinner. So the time for him to eat changes. Then after that, they will keep some water for him at the night in a jug near the Samadhi Mandir. That is called Zarika Pani. If you see, many of us will go and ask for that water because he drinks that water at night. If you see the water content, if the glass is full, when they keep it there, actually they keep a jug or a glass. Then in the morning when they get up, it's a little about 3/4 full, rather than that much could not have evaporated at night. Maybe some did, but the common faith of the devotees is that Baba drank that water. So that is why when we go there for get Mangal Snan or Tirth, what I say Tirth, give Udi mix Tirth. That is, we mix the Udi in Baba's Mangal Snan. But I will ask them, give me Zarika water. That will be the water that Baba has drunk. It is kept in the Dwarkamai. It is kept in the Samadhi Mandir also. Right next to him, it is kept. So when he feels thirsty at night, he can drink it. Okay. So we've got the way they give him food to eat. We've got the Palki procession, how the Palki procession started. Then we've got in the Palki procession, there is no they don't distinguish between rich and poor. Yes, these days the local people behave very badly towards the devotees. They push them, they hit them, they do everything as if they own Baba. Nobody owns Baba. Baba owns all of us. Because I live in Shirdi doesn't give me wings that I can behave badly to other people. I am digging my own grave if I do so. You see, the local men, they will push the other devotees and not let them even touch Baba's photo. Baba is there for everyone. These are man made things. This is not what the Sansthan wants. But they are such big gundas, or they're mean guys, so they do these things. This is not the way Baba wanted it. Baba wanted to bring all his disciples together, regardless of caste, creed, wealth, name, and fame. He wanted them all to go like Jnaneshwar, Namdev. They all started the Varkari Sampradaya where they walked to Pandharpur. Then there is no distinction. There is no distinction between rich, poor, caste, community. Whether you're a Brahmin or you're a lower caste, there is nothing. Everybody walks. They don't even call the person by the name. They say Ramakrishna Hari. So they're taking God's name and calling somebody. Like Deepak will say, Sairam. Like I will say, Anna, do this. Deepak will say, Sairam, pass the bread. Or Sairam, pass me the coffee. Something like that. He will not even take the name of the devotee sitting in front of him. This way, inadvertently, he is doing Nam Jap continuously while he is in Shedi. He is also giving respect to the other person, no matter what the caste, creed, or wealthy status of that person is. He's saying, Sairam, give me the coffee. Sairam, pass the dosa. Something like that. So when you go in a palki, they won't even call the names. Now, people have started this, that is, in Ramnavami, they have all the palkis coming from the Mumbai area. Mumbai, Panvel, Thane, all those places. And in Guru Purnima, this happens, the Mumbai palki comes at Ramnavami. The Pune palki that I walked in, that comes from Pune during Guru Purnima. So we walk with the palki and come to Shirdi with the idea of doing Nam Jap continuously or how much we can for 10 days. But this never happens. There are petty fights. People will talk about other people badly, and others think young girls think that it's a vacation. They can 10 days free from the mother and father looking out for them. They can do whatever they want in the palki. This is not meant, the palki is not meant as a dating site. It is meant that you take the name of the Lord with each step that you walk from point A to point B, so that your bank balance of Nam Jap increases in those 10 days. Sada and his friends go and do seva to these people. They give them first aid, they do bandaging, they look after the blistered feet, the infected feet. Sometimes they have to take them to the hospital. We have an ambulance service, we will take them to the hospital also. This is seva in Baba's name, not for name, not for fame, not to come in the paper saying, this Sada and his group did that. Not for that. The thing is, in Baba's name, you give a little seva to the needy at that time. Normally these people are not needy, but since they have these blisters and things walking for Baba, then we help them with those blisters and bandage it. That is the seva. So the idea of a palki is to bring all these castes, communities, Hindus, Muslims, everybody together, if they so choose to come. Muslims, a lot of them don't come nowadays, but from Baba's time, everybody used to take part and participate in the palki. They would dance the little distance from the Dwarkamai to the Chowdi, they would dance and go there. And that is how the Palki procession started. Thank you. Side up.
Thank you, ma.
I don't know how it's come.
It's came very nice, ma.
I can't even talk. Answer that question.
Yes, ma.
Just give me